Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to Minecraft Attack of the B Team. So this episode is coming up a day late because I recorded this episode already, but I forgot to actually record it, if that makes any sense. Like, I recorded the audio, but then I realized after I'd finished that I never actually started the video recording, so whoopsie. As a result, I've already done all the science, I've set everything up, you can see here. All of that was lost, but that's okay. I can go through it, and I have some ideas for more experiments that we can do. Something fresh. This is the cargo rocket setup. I moved it outside. Got a temporary power source. I got the launch controller, which I have set. This I'm leaving as is. Yay, solar panels. Okay, so here on Mars, this frequency is set to 11. It basically is like a unique ID, right? So this launch pad here is launch pad number 11, and you can have as many launch pads as you want, anywhere that you want, but they all need a unique ID number, right? So if I type in like 10, it turns red because 10 is already in use on the overworld, so it just has to be unique. And the destination frequency is the ID of the launch pad this rocket will go to when it launches from here, which again can be any pad. It doesn't need to be a specific pad, right? So it doesn't have to return to the pad that it came from. You can have it loop around to multiple pads all over the place and do like a delivery route type of thing. But again, if you enter in a pad that doesn't exist, it'll be red. So you know if it's going to work or not. And you can't target itself, right? So that's good there. It's already enabled. There's various conditions you can have to have it launch, right? Cargo unloaded, cargo full. I don't know what cargo full means. Does that mean the rocket is full, or if it's just loaded all of the items that are in the cargo loader? Because the rockets load very slow, and there's a lot of storage space in them, so that could take a while. Fully fueled, because you can have the fuel loader here and it's just active. I'm going to need more fuel soon. And then it'll just load fuel automatically as soon as the rocket lands, and as soon as it's full it can go. Instantly, I don't know why you would do that, but it's an option. After various delays or redstone signal, which I presume, I don't know if the redstone signal goes to the controller or to the launch pad. That's actually something we should check out, actually. So I'm going to launch that rocket anyway. Let me just grab a lever or a button or something. I'll make a button real quick. How about a wood button? That'll do. Let's give me a little redstone signal pulse. Doop-doo. Okay, so we're going to go here, redstone signal, and make sure you enable that option. Right? No, it's doing it again. I had this problem before where it wouldn't save. Maybe we have to disable it first, and then set that, and then enable it. No. It was doing this before, and then it suddenly started working again. I don't know why. Oh. Okay, whatever. I still have not figured out exactly how that works, so let's see. If I put the redstone signal, can I put this on the... I cannot. I'll just do this. Okay, that didn't work. Plan B. Let me put it right to the pad. No? Nothing, huh? Okay, so I don't know exactly how this is supposed to work. I just lost everything, didn't I? What? Oh, there it is. Confusion. Alright, we'll figure that out later. It's not something I foresee actually needing. For the meantime, let's put some cargo on here. Just ooh, oh no, I want that. Come here, you. Okay. Just right-click on the rocket, put some cargo in there. It's fine. This holds 2 chests, like a double chest full. And launch. Frequency not set. Oh. What? Oh, I haven't enabled it. Maybe that's why it wasn't working. Let's try this again. No. Okay. This isn't exactly what I had in mind for today's experiment, but nothing, huh? Alright, whatever. Launch. Off you go. And let's catch up to it on this rocket here. And I'll see you in the overworld. Alright, so I'd just like to call to your attention the fact that we land in the middle of nowhere here. This is where the launch pad is on Mars in terms of ZX coordinates, right in this area, which is why we land over here. And the actual launch pad is over there on the overworld, which is why we land out off to the side on Mars, and we have to run over to the base. Right, so there's like that discrepancy in XZ coordinates. So my experiment today, what I was thinking of is, can I use the launch controllers on the passenger rocket and have it come back to the pad that I take off from, right? Which is why I have that extra launch pad, and that way I can leave the pad here. The passenger rocket will return here. I won't have to use the freaking parachutes anymore, and I think it'll just work better. But if it works at all. So anyway, here's the experimental setup I had here for this cargo rocket, which you can see it's here now. It has landed. It is probably unloaded. It is unloaded because this thing is active. And you see I have the cobblestone is now distributed in here because I have this set to round robin. So it would take the blocks out of here and distribute them, you know, like dealing out cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way to the end. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way to the end again. But you see that block of dirt there. My hand is missing again. Son of a... There we go. Right, so let me just hit F9, and this grid represents the chunks. Right? So this cargo rocket will load the chunk that it's in, which makes sense because these machines need to be operating in order for it to load and unload and relaunch and everything, right? But if you have a piece of the machinery that's across a chunk boundary like this is right here, it'll also load this chunk. So if you position the cargo rocket properly, you can load up to 4 chunks just by having the cargo rocket here. This chunk here and this chunk here will always be loaded because this cargo rocket is sitting here. If I position it like over in this area right here, then these 4 chunks that share this corner will be loaded all the time. So we can use cargo rockets as sort of a poor man's chunk loader, which is great because the official chunk loader, I guess we'll call it, is hideously expensive to make and operate. But this would be really cheap, and it doesn't even need to be on the surface. We can bury it. You know, this is... Oh, God damn it. Since we're not going to be launching it, it doesn't really matter if it can see the sky or not. I'll take care of this rain in a second. But we can use this as a chunk loader. I'm thinking, you know, and they're fairly cheap, so just lay them out and it'll be fine. And let me do a quick cut until I can get some sleep here and get rid of this rain. Better. Yeah, when I'm on Mars, I don't sleep because there's no need to. I mean, I'm underground anyway and whatever. Rain. Anyway, since only this chunk is loaded, you can see I have this dirt block here, and it just happens to be at, no, right across the chunk boundary. So it'll unload the cobblestone from here, and it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 1 block at a time, 5, 6, 7, 8. But then it'll try to go to this one, right? Because no, this pipe continues on, but right here, this is unloaded. This doesn't exist. So it'll send a piece of cobblestone out here, but then it'll just vanish. And somehow that round robin piece right here sees all of these inventories out here, all of these chests. but these chests aren't loaded, so it'll send the cobblestone out, but as soon as it crosses this boundary, they just vanish. So there is no cobblestone anywhere in any of these chests. But there is in these. And if you work it out, all right, I have, what, 25 chests here, so it'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 25, 26, 27, 28, all the way up to 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, and then the rest of them will just vanish there. So all of these chests end up with 3 cobblestone because it passes through here 3 times, and then it just doesn't... No, the rest of them are just gone, right? So you lose whatever was in there if you're not careful. So always make sure that whatever you're unloading the cargo rocket into is at least within one of the loaded chunks. Otherwise, it'll just vanish, and you'll lose it forever. So what I want to do now, we'll do the actual experiment. Okay, yeah, see, this is set to, this is frequency pad 10, right? Or pad frequency 10, and it'll go to pad 11. Simple enough. But what I want to do is I'll take this launch controller, just as an experiment. And I'll stick it here, I guess. I need to find a way to power this up. I need a piece of cable. Yeah, I'll just steal this. It's all good, right? Piece of cable. What happened to that rocket? I thought I lost it. Alright, that'll load up. This will be frequency. We can make this 10. That's fine. And we'll target 11, which is the existing one. Whoops. Launch when... We'll leave this disabled because we want to launch it manually, and we won't enable remove pad because we want the pad to stay here. That's part of what we want to do. Right, so I think this is good. I'm going to need more fuel soon because I have not been transferring the fuel back to here. What are we doing? Almost full. There we go. Alright, so we're going to launch. Let me turn that off. And if this works, we should land on the pad that's on top of the base. And if that works, I'll set everything up back where the rocket's supposed to be, and we'll be good. But we'll see what happens. It should leave the pad there. It did. Awesome. That's promising. And let's see when we get back to Mars. And here we go. Okay, I have to hold shift to decelerate, which is interesting. I guess we have to kind of land it manually. Left shift to accelerate, but I thought shift was... Oh, I accidentally started going back up. Okay, so we're kind of playing Moonlander at this point, which is probably a game a lot of you are too young to know about. Oh, the sound. Do I really have to match speeds? Maybe I do. Okay, that's fun. Oh, that's kind of glitchy. Kind of glitchy. I can't even get into it. Oh God. Did I just lose the rocket? I think I just blew up my rocket. Well, it's not my inventory, that's for sure. Okay. Well, that kind of worked. Let's proceed. I'll just have to build another rocket, I guess. That was a tier 2 rocket, too. That's going to be expensive. How am I doing for fuel? I need to refuel everything. I'm going to have to build another rocket. Let's get started on that, otherwise we're going to be stranded here. Not that I can't survive here indefinitely, because I have all the food and resources I could possibly want. Infinite power. Whoop. All this resolves itself. I don't know. Well, okay. When I was recording it, it's happening again. Son of a... This is because the chunks don't load evenly when I get back. Yes, everything's kind of screwed up. So this is all backlogged now all of a sudden. Well, I don't get it. Problem. This is probably going to say it doesn't have enough oxygen in here, right? Not enough oxygen. Yeah, that's broken too. I forget. What is it? F. It's like H. No. There was some key combination you could do to. I don't know. Whatever. Now my frame rate seems to be screwed up. This is terrific. So this is going to take a while to make the tier 2 rocket, and I may as well make the deluxe one, right? Oh my god. Meteoric iron. I have plenty of meteoric iron anyway. I don't think I'll bore you with the construction of another rocket, because this is going to be absolutely hideous. Ooh. Why is this here? Why are you here? Why aren't you in here? That's deeply concerning. Got a leak in the pipe or something. So what I need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 8 of those total. I need yellow wool. Come on. Actually, I'm probably going to need these for the advanced plating too, aren't I? Heavy duty plating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't need it for these, right? I'm going to need another 10. This thing is so slow. So slow. Alright, so maybe we can solve this mystery here. I don't know. Maybe if I just leave and come back. Like, there's no break in the oxygen pipe. It works. It works fine, and I don't have any oxygen production problems, right? Yeah, that's good there. Maybe if I break the pipe and reconnect it, maybe that'll work. Let's try that. A little bit of troubleshooting. Then we find trouble, then we shoot it. That oxygen pipe's going to be right around here someplace. Here we go. Just going to break this and reconnect it and see if that fixes our problem. Yep, I fixed it. Galacticraft, why you disappoint me so much? So that's one problem solved. Now we need to solve the clogged materials pipe. Okay, so these are all clogged up. This is just going down or up? Very slowly down, and there's really no reason for that whatsoever. Don't fall in. Let's see, that's going to be 1, 2, I think. This is going to ruin the oxygen seal. There it goes. Let's see if this does it. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Did that solve it? No. Let's try this. There we go. Alright, so hopefully in the future this will be a non-issue. There we go. Things are processing again. There you go. Didn't even break the oxygen seal this time. So just cycle that connection there, and that should help. No, or not. Okay. I just broke the oxygen seal again. More stuff should come flooding in when that happens. Hmm. Let's try this. Stuff happened. Huh? Oh, for f***'s sake. Alright. This game sometimes. Check pending. Good. Back 100%. So nothing here. Teehee. Alright. I think we're done. Sorry for the, that stuff. We should be back processing 100%. Just have to work out a kink in the fuel supply. Now this thing's broken. I probably just have to do the same thing. Break the pipe and reconnect the pipe. That should work, right? Let's see. We will break the pipe and reconnect the pipe. And now I would expect this to be going back up again. It's going back up again. All right. You know what? How does that line up with the chunks? Aha! Yeah, it must be something to do with the chunk boundaries. Interesting. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to see if I can get that the launch controller working for the player rockets. Was not expecting to have to decelerate manually. I might try not doing that. And we'll see what happens. Damn it. Freaking spiders. Alright. I'm going to need a new... Oh, I need power for this too, huh? Okay, well, like I said, well, I'll get to it when I get to it. That'll be good enough. So, for now, thank you all for watching, and as always, have a nice day.